One of the biggest questions when it comes to Kylo Ren and Rey in The Last Jedi is, of course, is Kylo Ren right about Rey's parents? This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So, like I say, one of the big questions in this film is, of course, is Kylo Ren lying to Rey when he tells her that they were just a bunch of filthy junk traders who sold her off for drinking money? Now, is that the truth? Could Kylo Ren possibly be projecting that truth into her mind, making her essentially believe it? We know that Kylo Ren did lie a couple of times in this film, one of which is, of course, when he lies to General Hux as to what happened, and he says that Rey killed Snoke and left. So that was a lie right then and there. But director Rian Johnson had the great opportunity to clear things up, and it seems like that Rey's parents are indeed nobodies. At least for now they are. Director J.J. Abrams, if he really wanted to for Star Wars Episode 9, he could always really turn it around if he wanted to. But let's see what Rian Johnson thinks. So this is what he had to say. He's on the cusp of that, and then he jumps into an adventure and is pulled into the center of it. That, to me, is the essential appeal of it, and me, the notion of Rey being a nobody and coming from that, and then suddenly finding the power in herself to be central to these big adventures, that's uniquely Star Wars. He goes on to say, I do not like the notion, and I think it's something that's going to be necessary, that we're pulling it away from the idea that the main Star Wars saga is limited to this small club of Skywalkers. He continues, the big reveal had dramatic implications too. Rey is our protagonist, and the truth is, in the story, the toughest possible thing for her to hear is, you know, you're not going to get the easy answer that you're so-and-so's daughter. This is your place. You're going to have to stand on your own 2 feet and define yourself in this world, and you always want to throw the hardest thing at your protagonist. So from what it seems, Rian Johnson does indeed believe that Rey is indeed this nobody that comes from no place and doesn't come from these special parents like perhaps maybe if they were Leia and Han Solo or Luke Skywalker and a mysterious wife of his. It actually is indeed Rey coming from nowhere and nobody, and Rian views this as something uniquely Star Wars. So what's really intriguing to me is that we do know that a lot of the directors in the sequel trilogy, you know, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, a lot of these other directors involved in the other films as well, such as Rogue One and the Han Solo movie, a lot of directors often look at some of the ideas that the other directors actually put in their film, and sometimes they either change those ideas or scratch those ideas off. One of the big ones that I noticed in The Last Jedi specifically is when we hear Obi-Wan Kenobi say Rey in The Force Awakens, and that was never essentially explained in The Last Jedi, directed and written by Rian Johnson. So that actually is one thing that really makes me wonder as to why we didn't hear Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice. But as far as Rey's parents go, for now at least, they are nobody and they come from no place. They are on, you know, they are buried on Jakku. They were just junk traders that sold her off for drinking money, according to Kylo Ren. However, alright, J.J. Abrams, if he really wanted to, like I said before, could always turn it around if he really wanted to. I just feel like that in The Force Awakens, it seemed like there was a lot of mystery to her background, and I feel like a lot of times in the interviews by our actresses and actors, they dodged the question. I guess that in itself made us believe that her parents were supposed to be something extremely significant because of how many times they dodged that answer as to who Rey's parents really were. So guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one. From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.